Hello and welcome to the Cheez News, where today's news is apparently being interrupted by a disturbance, by an interruption there.
That's right, yeah, thanks fellas. Cheezoids, have I got something exciting for you. Jade and Ryan are being sent on a very special mission. That's right, they'll be given a basic wardrobe, a few wigs, some silly glasses, $2 to spend, and 2 plane tickets to London. That's right, London, England, can you believe it? It's their job to locate the home of the Action Man cartoon. It's their mission to hunt down the man responsible for Action Man, the designer himself. Will they succeed? I'm not sure, but make sure you watch next Monday to find out. Mark the Soundman special report, Cheez News.
Quite frank and surprising announcement there from Mark the Soundman. Moving on, and yet not, we'll be sticking with the London theme.
Cheezoids, what will you be doing on Millennium Eve? Maybe Mum and Dad will let us stay up a bit later. Let's hope so. Some lucky people in London will be in for an exciting night. They'll be going to the Millennium Dome. It looks like a huge circus top that's being built, especially for the Millennium in London. There'll be all sorts of performers, acrobats and all sorts of things. It's going to be very exciting, but only 12,000 people will be allowed to see it, those lucky people. Mark the Soundman, your Millennium reporter, Cheez News.
Australia to London, only a ticket away, or is it?
Thanks, fellas. Yeah, look, I just had another thought. Why bother to spend the money on plane tickets when we can just zap you there and I can spend the money on sweets? That's right, next week we're going to zap Jade and Ryan all the way to London while I get up to all sorts of exciting antics. They may even visit the Queen for tea. Perhaps she'll put some scones on. She's got nothing better to do. Mark the Soundman, another London report, Cheez News.
Well, that was Mark the Soundman with another puzzling report. Yes. Now it's back to Mark in London.
Cheezoids, this is the Notting Hill Street Parade. It's Europe's biggest street parade. Guess how many people come along? 2 million people. That's right. Everyone gets together, gets dressed up and sings and dances and has a great old time over 2 days. Street parades can be terrific. Me and my mate Nick had one. We cornered off the end of his cul-de-sac and we invited everybody. We didn't quite get 2 million though. In fact, it was just me, Nick, Kevin, his dog, and Mrs. Mills from next door. But just between you and me, she's a bit funny anyway. Mark the Soundman, your street parade reporter, Cheez News.
Well, don't do that, guys. Come on. Get the guys on maintenance.
Thank you.
Here we are. We're back.
Yes, well, it appears official now. Confirmation. What's happening this morning? Who's running the show?
No! Here we go.
It appears official. Confirmation that Jade and Ryan Lappin, who cares, will be hosting Cheez TV, coming to you from London.
Pretend like it doesn't get to you, man. They're going to come back. They're going to see us soon enough. Maybe after we go to the Pokemon thing. A single thing.
Candle, this is Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Yeah. Hello.
Why don't we read some letters, eh?
I think so.
Because, you know, it really is a privilege for me coming on your wonderful show and reading all these letters.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you.
I can make guest spots any time, you know. Bring me on any time. I can work every day for you if you want.
Oh, just the letter will be fine, Candle.
Yeah. Once is enough.
All right. To Cheez TV, I watch your show every day. I saw the baby on the show on Tuesday. There you go.
Oh, that was
That was 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Yes.
And I saw the baby on the show. My favourite cartoon is Pokemon and Eek. And I like your show very much as well. I hope you get my letter and my picture. Well, we do. And that is from Lewis Blakey. Thank you very much, Blakey. Look at that. Look at those wonderful pictures on there alongside that stuff there.
Flip it over.
Wait.
Can you do it with your gloves?
Yes, I'm fine, darling.
You don't know where them gloves have been, Karen. Believe me.
Yes.
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 That's right.
Udders, frogs, sheep. Well, you know.
Yeah. What about in New Zealand, Candle?
No, we don't want to go into that.
We won't.
How about I read a letter? Can I read a letter?
Yeah, you can read a letter. Go
Good,
on.
thank you.
All right. No, and you read a letter.
Look at that.
Don't let
Cheez
me
TV.
distract you.
Let me flip over
What
to
was
the
my
letter.
charming
To
way?
Jade and Ryan, my name is Stephen Smith and I watch your show every weekday and also on Sunday. My favourite shows are Pokemon and X-Men. I really like Ryan Stein's experiments.
Stephen Smith?
Don't we all?
That's
Yeah.
a real name.
And I think it's good that you have Karen on as a signing interpreter. And this is from Stephen. And I want to show you something. It's so cute. Let me show you.
Oh, that's so right. And Stephen likes
Look at
soccer.
this.
Oh, look at that!
Look at this. Ready?
Big
1,
fan of
2,
foil,
3.
isn't he?
Bingo!
Oh, that's a great one.
Thanks, Stephen. That's
Good on
excellent.
you,
So much
Steve-O. Hey, right now, it's time for the one, the only, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
What's that?
This.
No, really, what?
Cheezoids, did you know that puppet making is over 2,000 years old? From Peru to America to our own backyards, puppets have been entertaining cheezoids like you and me for a very long time. We're about to meet a puppet maker who's not quite 2,000 years old, but he sure knows a lot about puppets. Cheezoids, this is Philippe. He's a puppet maker and collector. Hi Philippe, how long have you been puppet making for?
Hello. I've been making puppets for around 15, 16 years in Sydney.
Wow, and how many puppets do you think are in this workshop?
We got around 400 puppets, and they're from all around the world. I got some from Burma, from India, Sri Lanka, Germany, England, Czechoslovakia also.
Czechoslovakia? I'm from Czechoslovakia. Cool. Wow. And do you want to show us some of the ones that from different cultures?
Yeah. Well, you got one here. This one is from Burma. It's a very, very old one. It's over 120 years old.
Wow.
It's all made of teak, and the costume is made of silk. And this one here, it's from Chile. It's a traditional puppet from Chile.
Philippe, how did you get into puppet making?
Well, I always make marionettes and wooden toys when I was younger. And it used to be a hobby, now it's a full-time job. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fantastic, turning your hobby into a job. Now, what are some of the essentials of puppet making?
Well, you have to find some good design. Usually when you make a puppet, you make clown, because most of the people, they like clowns. Yeah? And you could do some character, a well-known character. Like at the moment, we're doing some gollywog. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And that's what people want. They want something they already know about it.
Any tips for the cheezoids at home that might want to have a go at making puppets?
Well, they could come here. I could give them a few tips. Yeah.
Where do you get your ideas from?
From books and traveling around everywhere and talking to people. Yeah.
Now, Philippe, I believe you have a bit of a surprise for the cheezoids at home.
Yeah, I got a beautiful little Pokemon puppet. It was made for a project by my son Emmerich.
How's that? It's a Pokemon puppet. That's a beautiful thing, and it's quite funny because we're just about to throw to the cartoon. Here's Pokemon.
Okay. All right, Adam, what would you give it on a rating, a cheese rating of 1 to 10?
Probably about 8.
Hey, for Chuck the Truck, that's very good. Now it's over to Ryan and Sarah.
Yes, we have a bit of a toy veteran ourselves. Sarah, how have you been?
Good.
All right. What do we have here?
I've got Seaside Play World. See? It's got everything you will or would have at the beach. You got your bucket, which you can make a sandcastle out of. As you can see, footprint.
Yeah.
And on the back of your shovel, there's a print to make footprints. You've got new Play-Doh. It feels like sand.
Yeah, it's like a different species of Play-Doh, isn't it? It's
and
like...
if you smell it, it smells different.
Yes, I know.
It smells nicer.
It smells very beachy, doesn't it?
Yes, and this one
also...
smells kind of like...
Yeah, it's very aquary.
Yeah.
We also get it in a stool sample, which also belongs on the beach. Right? You know, we've got the no dog policy. Anyway, here is Pokemon. Thanks for this.
Hi there, you're watching Cheez TV and we're coming to you from Trafalgar Square in London. Now this place was built for a very famous Lord Nelson. To tell us a little more, the wonderful Mr. Billy Connolly.
Hey, it's great to see you, Jade. How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks, Billy.
That's right. That's actually Nelson's column over there. Now, this place was designed in 1820, and these bronze lions we're actually sitting on right here, they were put in a bit later. But apparently, the Norwegian government every year sends over a Christmas tree, a giant Christmas tree to celebrate Christmas, you know. Wow. But you wouldn't want to come here on New Year's Eve. It's absolutely swamped with tourists, okay? And lots of pigeons.
Now this here behind me is Big Ben, Cheezoids. Now if you think I'm talking about the clock tower, I'm not. It's actually the 13-ton bell that rings on the hour, every hour, 24 hours a day inside the tower. Now not far from here is the Millennium Wheel. And to tell us a little bit more is Mr. Billy Connolly.
Well, you couldn't be more right there, Jay. This is the Millennium Wheel. Now, it took a couple of attempts to get it erect to its present state. And if you can get to the top, which is about 137 metres high, mind you, you can see the whole of London. That's why it's often referred to as the London Eye. It's actually the biggest observation wheel in the world. Is there any other?
Now, Cheezoids, just like New York, London has gridlock, which means traffic doesn't go for hours. It's absolutely atrocious. I'm just hoping by the time you've seen the cartoon, I'll have gotten somewhere. Wish me luck. Listen, if I can, please.
It's competition
I have a mission. For your chance to win the new Action Man PlayStation game, Mission Extreme, or CD-ROM Raid on Island X, both from Hasbro Interactive, keep listening. You can feel the fear, face the action, and conquer evil. Be Action Man, the greatest hero of them all, in these stunning adventure games with amazing graphics for a thrilling combination of action, espionage, and strategy. But why stop at just the game? Today we are giving you the chance to become a member of the exclusive Action Man Extreme Elite Fan Club. You will receive a special Action Man mission file which contains special mission data, mission planner equipment, tools and adjustments, and even a secret mission. Now as a member you will receive lots more. Why, Action Man will even send you a message on your birthday. That's pretty good. Now for your chance to win these great Action Man prizes, just answer this simple question. The question is, what is the name of the evil doctor who is Action Man's arch enemy? Now if you know the answer to that question, call the number on your screen, which is 1-902-555-655. Get mom and dad's okay on that one. Make sure that you're over 14 to make that call, and this Action Man prize pack could be yours. What is that thing? I am sick of this thing. I will not be hunted down like some animal.
Here we are, Cheezoids, doing it tough, doing it for you. We're taking you on a snapshot tour of the city we like to call London.
Hey, it's a beautiful day today as well, nice and shiny and sparkly in the water.
It sure is. And speaking of water, we're on the river that runs right through the middle of London. It's called the River Thames.
I think you'll find that's Thames. Go! Well, here we are at the British Houses of Parliament. A lot of British politicians hang around here and make decisions and whatnot, you know. It's actually survived some very, very ugly history. Wow. And it actually used to be known as the biggest building in the world, but it's still very old. It's not the biggest anymore, of course. As I said, it survived some very ugly history. This guy tried to blow it up just a few days ago on November 5th.
It does go. I thought it was a lot longer ago than that.
November 5th, 393 years ago. Tried to blow it up with dynamite. A guy named Guy Fawkes, actually.
Really? Tried to blow it up? Oh, I bet he would have got a slap on the wrist for that one.
Actually, he was hung, drawn and quartered. Now over here.
Well, Cheezoids, this is it. Buckingham Palace. And if you come to London, I guess you just got to check this place out. That's where the Queen lives. And she has about 3 parties a year. About 10,000 people go to each one. Fortunately, I wasn't on the list. But apparently, Billy is.
Excuse me, officer, I was wondering if we could...
Have you got permits?
Well, it didn't quite work. I didn't really get into Buckingham Palace. Don't worry, the show must go on.